Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Move Brand. I'm your host Mercy, and you're welcome back to another live session. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Move Brand. I'm your host Mercy, and you're welcome back to another live session. So guys, in today's tutorial, today's live session, we'll be cutting a simple off-shoulder Ankara gown. The image is on the thumbnail. That dress you see on the thumbnail image, that's the dress we are going to be cutting and sewing today. I don't know, our time is far spent. We're supposed to have started this live, done this live earlier rather, but because of some circumstances, we had a delay. So we are just starting anyways. And I don't know if we're not able to complete the sewing today. That means I'll be completing the sewing offline, and I'll be showing you. I'll be sharing a video of the dress in my on the channel as a long form video. Okay, so for the cutting of the dress, we'll be needing the fabric, of course. This is the Ankara we are using, and then we'll be needing lining for it as well. This is cotton lining, and knit tape, scissors, and then my pattern master, and of course my client's measurements. So the measurements we'll be using for today, the hip is my client's hip measurement is 44 inches, her waist is 34, and her bust is 39. So we're going to be working with these measurements you're seeing here. I don't know if you can see it. So this is the measurement we are working with. We're going to be working with that as we go ahead to cut this dress. So what I'm going to do now is an off shoulder dress. So I'm going to be coming down I'll be taking off 4 inches from the dress. I don't want it to be too open. So we'll be taking 4 inches off the dress. So let's get started. Without much ado. So if you are just coming across my channel for the first time, you're welcome. Please do well to subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So let's get started. I'll be folding this fabric using my client's hip measurement divided by 4. So before we start, let me apologize in advance for the noise in the background. That's a very noisy area, so I'm trying as much as my very possible best to reduce the noise to the barest minimum. So please, guys, do bear with me. So yeah, I'm looking at the Ankara fabric to see if the design follows a certain pattern, so that we don't turn the design upside down, but it doesn't follow a certain pattern, as you can see. So my client's measurement, hip measurement is 44, and I'll be dividing 44 by 4. That will give me 11 inches, and I'm going to be adding 1.5 inch seam allowance. That will give me 12.5 inches, and then 1 inch for that. That's going to give me 13.5 inches. So I'm just going to be folding 13.5 inch here. So I'll basically check if I have 13. Okay, I have more than 13 here. So this is 13.5 inches. Okay. And then the full length of this dress is 44 inches. But my client's measurement, her half length is 17 inches. So I'm going to be subtracting 17 from 44. This is 44 inches, and then this is 17. I'm going to be subtracting it from the 44 here. So that will give me 27 inches. And then I'm going to be turning this dress with my lining. I'm going to be turning it inward with my lining, and I'm using 2 inches for that. And I'm also adding half inch for joining allowance. That's the joining of the skirt part to the half length. So that's 2.5. Everything that we have there is 29.5 inches. Remember, the length after subtracting the half length from the full length of the dress is 27 inches, then plus 2.5 inches. That will give me 29 inches. So I'm going to rule a starting line here. Okay, I'm cutting directly on my fabric because I do freehand cutting most of the time. I do pattern drafting as well, but I do freehand cutting most of the time. So I'm just going to be. So yeah, I'm going to be marking 29.5 inches all the way down. I hope you can see what I'm doing. This is 29.5 inches here. This is 29.5. And yeah, 29.5 inches. So I'm going to be marking the waist measurement here. So my client's waist measurement is 34 inches divided by 4. We have 8.5 inches. This is 8.5. Then plus 1 inch seam allowance. This is 1 inch. We have 9.5. Sorry, 1 inch for that. Sorry. We have 8.5 for her waist measurement divided by 4. Then 1 inch for that. And then 1.5 inches for seam allowance. That's what we have. So what we have here is 11.5 inches for the waist. Then for the hip, I'll just come down from the waistline and mark 9 inches for my hip line. This is my client's hip line, 9 inches here. So I'm going to be marking out my client's measurements on this hip line here. So her hip measurement is 44 inches. Divided by 4, we have 11. And then we have 1 inch for that. And then we have 1.5 inch for sewing allowance. So I'm just going to be connecting this with a straight line, or I'll use the slant curve. I'm just connecting with my pattern master. And then for the down part, I usually subtract 1 inch from my client's hip measurement. So I'm going to be subtracting 1 inch from what we have here. So we have 13.5 inches here. I'm going to be subtracting 1 inch from that. That will give me 12.5 inches. So this is 12.5 inches. I'm going to be connecting it to meet with the hip line. So this is what we have for the front part of the dress. This is what we have. So I'm going to be cutting this out and I will use it to cut the back. When you are doing this, be careful not to cut into the line. Okay. So yeah, this is what we have for the front skirt part. This is what we have. So I'm going to be using this to cut the back. For the back, there will be a zipper at the back. So I'm not going to be folding 13.5 inches. I'm going to be folding 14.5 inch instead, because there will be a zipper at the back of the dress. So I'm just going to fold 14.5 inch. So I'm going to check. Okay, I have more than. Just going to adjust the fabric. I'm going to do that real quick. Okay. So yeah, this is what we have. So I'm going to mark a starting line for the back as well, just as I did for the front. Marking out my starting line here, and then I'm going to mark the full length of the dress. I'm going to mark it down here. Remember, we used 29.5 inches for the front. I'm just going to replicate the same thing here. 29.5 inches. Going to mark it for accuracy purpose. So yeah, this is what we have. And I'm going to be marking out the zipper allowance on the back. We're just going to be marking out the 1 inch zipper allowance on the back. I'm going to be marking it out like so. Okay. So yeah, that's what we have. So I'm going to be placing the front part we cut out earlier. I'm going to be placing it on the back. So this is it. Just placing the front piece on the back, like so, and I'm placing it on this zipper allowance line. Yeah. So as you can see, this is what it looks like. And then for the zipper allowance, I'm going to be coming in by half an inch. Just to eliminate that bulge. If you've been following my channel, you will not normally do this. Eliminate the bulge you see at the back of some dresses. So I'm going to be planting that half an inch line into the fabric. There's no particular place where this should end. Just plant the fabric, okay? So this is what I have. So I'm going to be cutting this out. I'm going to be cutting it out now. Again, I'm apologizing for the noise. So I live in a very noisy area. So I'm apologizing for the noise. Just follow me closely. Watch what I'm doing closely, and trust me, you're going to understand everything I'm doing here. So yeah, I'm taking out that half inch we took in earlier. So yeah, this is what it looks like. This is what the front and this is what the back looks like. I'll be flashing open the back piece later after I've cut out my lining. Flashing it open. So that's all for the skirt part of the dress. Want to cut the upper part now. I'm just going ahead to cut the upper part of the dress. So remember it's an off shoulder dress, and like I said earlier, we are going to be coming down by 4. So I'm using my science bust measurement to fold the half inch here, to fold the half length rather. I'm using the bust measurement to fold. Remember we use the hip measurement to fold the skirt part, which is the down part. But this is the upper part, also known as the half length. We are going to use the my client's bust measurement to fold. So her bust measurement is 39. I like to make it a round figure, and then I'll eliminate our excesses later. So we are going to be folding with 40. So 40 divided by 4, we have 10 inches. So 10 inches plus 1 inch for that, we have 11, and then plus 1.5 inch sewing allowance, that's 12.5 inches. So we are just going to be folding the upper part with 12.5 inches, and I'm folding the front part. I'm folding the front part first. So guys, from the thumbnail image, you can see that the dress is an off shoulder. So like I said before, I'll be coming down by 4 inches. I'll be taking off 4 inches. Okay. So I'm just going to mark my starting line. Going to mark my starting line here. So yeah, this is my starting line. And then I'll be coming down by 4 inches. So this is what it is like. Now I'm going to be marking the armhole line for this my client's armhole line. Her bust is we are using 40 inches, right? So 40 inches divided by 6. That should give us about that should give us about 6.5 and some inches like so. Let's just say 7 inches plus 2 inches, that will give us 9 inches. So we are going to be marking 9 inches here for the chest line. We're just going to be marking 9 inches here. You don't know why we are dividing by 6 and adding 2 inches. I explained all of that in the how to draft a basic bodies blog video that I did on my channel. So do well to check that out. So this is the chest line, and then we are going to mark our bust point as well. So our bust point is 13.5 inches. I'm just going to mark that here as well. Remember, I'm taking 4 inches off. So I'm going to mark that here, 13.5 inches. Okay. Just follow closely, watch what I'm doing closely, and you're going to understand. Okay. So the next thing we're going to be marking the waistline, which is also of this the half length measurement for this upper part. So her half length is 17 inches. We are going to be adding 1 inch allowance for turning and for joining at the down to the down part. So placing my tape at 4 inches on my starting line, I'm going to mark out 18 inches. I'm just going to mark out 18 inches. Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to label my line. This is the bust point, and this is the half length, which is also the waistline. So on this chest line, I'm going to mark the I'm going to mark I'm going to mark my neckline and then the armhole, the shoulder measurement and then armhole. So if you look at the thumbnail very well, you see that it's a straight, like a square, square shaped neckline. All right. So it's a straight neckline. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be coming in by I'll come in by 4.5. 1.5 inches for the neckline. And then for her shoulder measurement, her shoulder is 17 inches divided by 2. We have 8.5 inches here. So that's 8.5 inches. So I'm going to mark 8.5 inches on my chest line too for accuracy purpose. And then I'm just going to draw a curve. Just like you draw your normal armhole curve. Alright? So yeah, this is what we have basically for the front. Some persons use a slanted line. Some persons use a slant like this. Some use a slant like this. Or try to go in with the curve. So I'm not sure that so the curve is not supposed to be very deep. So I'll just draw it. So yeah, this is what I have. Okay, for the front. And then I'm going to impute the bust measurement. Like I said, we are using 40. So this is 10 plus 1 inch for that, and then 1.5 inch for joining allowance. What we have. So yeah, going to be adjusting the curve. Just going to adjust the curve with the marking here. Then for the waistline, her waist measurement is 34 inches divided by 4. I have 8.5, and then plus 1 inch for that, and then 1.5 inch for sewing allowance. So I'm going to connect these points to meet with each other. I'm just going to connect the points we have to meet with each other. Okay? So basically, this is what we have. This is what we have basically. Remember, we have a slide curve here. I have a slide curve here. So this is it for the front. Supposing this is a curved neckline, would have come down by say half an inch and then draw a curve to meet with this point. But since it's a straight neckline that we have, we are just going to go with it. So we're going to be cutting this out and then place the cut back. So I'm going to be placing this to cut the back. So remember, we'll be taking in our 1 inch zip allowance for the back. So we have 1 inch here, 1 inch here, 1 inch, 1 inch. Just going to do that all the way down. Okay. So let's just measure to see if accuracy occurs. All right. Yeah, we're good. So I'll place this. I'll be using it to cut it out. So I will also repeat what I did for the down part. I'll repeat it here. I'm going to go in by half an inch here. This is half an inch, and I'll be slanting it all the way up. Okay, on the waistline, I went in by half an inch for the skirt part of this dress, and also on the waistline, I'm also going in by half an inch for the upper part of this dress. Just eliminate that curve on the waist, that bulge from the waistline of the dress. So yeah, this is what we have basically. Just talking about like that. Okay. So this is the front and this is the back, the upper body. And then for the down part, which is also the skirt part, this is the front and the back for this dress. So I'm also going to be cutting out the sleeve because I'm working with time. So I'm just trying to like maximize the time I have at hand. So for the sleeve length is 10 inches. The sleeve length for this dress is 10 inches, right? So is my clients wanted something different. If you notice it's a double sleeve on the thumbnail and it's like it has a minimal flare. The flare is not that visible, but there's a flare on the sleeve. It's a flare sleeve, okay? So my client wants a puff sleeve. She opted for a puff sleeve instead. So we're going to be folding the upper part and the down part with about 1.5 inch. So we're adding 3 inches to 10 inches. That will give us 13 inches. And then for the wideness of the sleeve, I'm going to be using about, I'm going to be folding with, going to be folding with 15 to 16 inches. Okay, let me do 16 inches because my time is, so I think 16 inches will be okay for her. So because joining allowance, that will give me 17 inches. So remember the length we are working with is 13. So I just want to check if this will give me the length. So don't waste fabric, okay? Yeah. So we have what we are looking for here. Not a waste after all. So I'm going to be using this leftover pack. So I'm just going to be folding 17 inches. That's just the first sleeve. Okay. 17 inches by 13. I hope that should I I really want it to be I think this is not okay. So feeling that 20 inches will be too much. Okay, let's leave it at 20, guys. Let's leave it at 20 because if there is good. So we'll be using 20 and then probably half inch for joining. So yeah, this is 21. 21. Let's leave it like this. If it's too big, we can always trim off. But if it's too small, there's nothing we can do. So let's leave it like this. Okay, guys. So let's mark out the length of our sleeve, which is 13. We have 13. Okay, 13, 13. Okay. Let me add that finish to that to make it 13.5 because these sleeves, after you have raised it, you know what? I'm just going to use everything here. It's about 14.5 inches or so. Because after we've join this sleeve and then probably put it on the shoulder, the length will definitely reduce. And if you can, as you can see on the thumbnail, the way they wore it there, the sleeve is on the shoulder. So if I'm using that 10 inches, it will be too small. So let me do. Let me just use what I have here. 14.5 inches. I'll trim it out later. So I'm using 14.5 inches by 21. Okay. 1 inch for joining, 20 for our sleeve. That's 40. When I open it now, it will be 40 inches because I'm cutting on fold. Alright. So let me just trim this so that it becomes equal. Don't mind this part that has the label. I'll be folding it in, so it really doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm just going to place it to cut the other part. So 21. So guys, thanks for joining me on this live. I really appreciate. I do not take your engagement for granted. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate. I can see we are growing. When I started my live sessions on this channel, I literally started with nobody viewing, but I continued anyway because determination is the only well that drives you to your destination successfully, right? So I continued anyways, even with no one watching. But today I have a testimony. I have two persons watching my live stream, and I'm super, super excited. Like, I'm glad I'm making progress on this YouTube street. So, guys, thank you so much. I do not take your effort, I do not take your engagement on my channel for granted. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate. I see all you do, and I'm saying thank you from the depth. Thank you. I really hope you get it. Okay. So yeah, this is 21. I'm just going to cut it out. Just place it on it so we save time. So this is it. And I'm going to place now. I'm just going to place so as to cut out the armhole. I'm going to place it like so. Just watch what you see me doing. Placing it like so to get the armhole for the sleeve. Okay. So I'll trace out the armhole on the sleeve as well. Remember, there's a slight fold, not straight. There's a slight fold. Okay. So guys, this is what we have. You can see the cover sleeve. So this is the front and this is the back. This is the sleeve. So I'm just going to cut out lining for each of the pieces we have. So yeah, really lining out. So once again, guys, if you are joining us, if you are just joining us, thank you so much. I appreciate. And if you watched up to this part and you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do it to subscribe. And also, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate. I do not take your effort, I do not take your contribution for granted. I do not take your time that you spend on my channel for granted. Thank you so much. I see all you do. Thank you very much. God reward you in infinite abundance. Thank you. Amen. So, yeah, I'm going to be posting the skirt part, the front piece of the skirt part. I'm going to be cutting it first. So remember, we are cutting on fold. We are not splitting this one. So be careful when you are placing your fabric. Very careful because once you put your scissors on that fabric, you cannot undo it. So you have to be very careful before cutting. Before going ahead to cut, make sure to check that everything is aligning, everything is placed the way it's supposed to be, and you're good to go before you cut. So this is me just checking this out, and I'm doing it as fast as I can because I'm working with time. So yeah, just going to cut out. So remember we added 2 inches that we'll be using to turn it out. Remember the 2 inches we added. I'll be using to turn the fabric in. So I'm going to fold this now. I'm going to fold 2 inches. Just going to fold it like so. Okay, measure. I'm going to fold that 2 inches and measure. So yeah, so this is 2 inches, guys. So everything is aligned, like I said earlier. Make sure it's aligned, properly aligned. So yeah, we're going to be cutting it like so. Please endeavor not to cut your fabric. Okay, when doing this, you have to be very careful. So this is for the front. I'm going to do same for the back. Just going to fold it. Just pray that this is enough. So I'm going to be placing it on it like so. So I'm going to be folding out the 2 inches on the back as well. So I'll just measure 2 inches and fold it out. So this is what we have here. I'm going to let me take out that app which I went to buy. Okay, I'm just going to pause. So this is it for the back. And then I'm just going to be cutting the down part, the upper part, sorry. So I'm using this. So I'm trying to see that everything is aligning properly. I don't run out of don't run into shortage of fabric. That's what I'm trying to do. What you going to do? Watch carefully. Like I said, you're going to understand. Follow me closely. So I'm cutting it out. And I'm cutting the front exact because I'm not turning in the fabric down part. That's why I'm cutting it exact. Okay. So you should do the same thing when making your kindly do same. When making your kindly do same. Better to watch closely, okay? So yeah, so we have for the front. Is our lining for the front upper part. So we're going for the back upper part and we are having shortage of fabric. Oh yeah, will not be enough. Just need another mean get this. So yeah, so not be enough. So I just have to join this. Need to join this. Well guys, one thing I'm known for is that I manage fabric. I don't like to waste fabric, okay? So whichever way I feel I'll be able to manage, I'll do so. So for this, the lining will not be enough. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to join and then come back and show you. So guys, I'm done joining. This is what it looks like on the inside, and then this is the outside. As you can see, after joining, I went ahead to top stitch so it doesn't frill. And moreover, this is going to be um the lining piece, right? So it's going to be inside. So that's the reason for the joining, because it's a lining piece. Don't go and join someone's main fabric. Oh. Not because I said I manage fabric now. I now say okay, let me join. Since she said she manages fabric, let me also manage the main fabric. And then you go and join somebody's main fabric like this. Of course, it's going to be showing outside, but this is a lining piece, it's inside. To be inside the dress, so there's no cause for alarm, except your client said he or she doesn't want it. So you can go ahead and do otherwise. But for me, I don't think it will be a problem with this particular client of mine. So I went ahead to do the needful. Yeah, so that's for that. I'm just placing this and I'm going to be cutting it too. Remember, it's not equal because we remove half inch from the waistline. So be mindful of that when you are placing. So you don't start stressing yourself and be working yourself out and be like, oh, why is it not equal here? Remember to align your fabric properly. So yeah. So guys, um, yeah. So this is it. This is the sleeve. This is the back, which I'm going to be splitting open. Remember there's a zipper, so I'm just going to be splitting this open so I'll be able to turn it. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is the front. This is another reason why you should be very careful. All right, I already split the back open. So this is the front, okay? And then for the down part, this is the back. So I'm going to be splitting the back open for the down part. I've not done that. Just go ahead and do that. So go ahead to do that. And then this is the front for the skirt part. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be heading over to my sewing machine and I will use the lining to turn each of these pieces. I'll use my lining to turn each of them out. And I'm also going to be folding out the 1.5 inch on the sleeve. I'm going to fold that out and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So I'll just turn my camera now to my sewing machine. Like so. So guys, this is my sewing machine. I'm just going to be turning all of this with my line. I'm just going to be working with the upper part and to turn the neckline and the side and the armhole into all of that fabric. Then while turning the neckline, I'll cross stitch so the lining doesn't show outside. So I'm just going to place my lining on the right side of the fabric, and then I'm going to run a straight line to about half an inch. Remember to store the allowance to go. So I'm going to be doing the same thing for the back. I'll place the lining on the right side. This is the right side and this is the wrong side. I'm placing my lining on the right side of the fabric. I'm just going to run a straight line on the neckline. Alright guys. I'm going to repeat it for the other side of the back. Using this back part also. Remember I joined my lining. So I forgot to place the lining right side, facing right side of my fabric. So I don't want the part I used to joining it showing. So I'm just going to use it to correct it. I think that's why you have to be observant while sewing. You really have to be observant. You have to be mentally and physically present. So you don't make um mistakes like this. Also, it's good to be observant so that you can correct your mistakes as soon as you make them. So this is how it's supposed to be placed. The right side of the fabric now to the right side of the lining. So because I joined this fabric, this lining now has a right side because I joined it. It has a right side and a wrong side. The part in which I use in joining it, that's the wrong side. So if I place it on the fabric like that, it's going to be showing after I'm done making the dress. That's a joining line of the lining. It's showing outside and I don't want that. That's the reason I did it. And I corrected it now. When I flip it over after joining, when I flip the lining over, the right side will be showing. So yeah, making a dress, you have to do everything to make sure your work is neat and it doesn't look like apprentice work, or even I hope your hands work or something. You just have to be very conscious and very vigilant as well. Consider did not take me much time compared to the time that it take me to moving the dress. By the time I realized that mistake at the end of making this dress, this takes more time. So check what the problem is, identify the problem. Like I said earlier, I'm still apologizing for the noise in the background. Please guys, just have to bear with me for the meantime. I'm working on it and I'm doing everything I can to reduce the noise in various. So I'm notching my fabric, notching the neckline. I'm going to be top stitching. I'm just going to flip the joining to the side, the lining side. I'm going to be top stitching it down so that the lining is not raising or showing outside when I'm done. So, so I'm going to be top stitching very close to the teacher's line. I'm doing this detailed explanation for beginners like me. That's for the front. I'll be doing same for the back as well. Just need to turn the armhole and then the side. I'm going to be turning the side. I'm turning the armhole. So I'm going to be turning the side. Back. So just do the same thing for the other side of the back. I'm going to bring it up now so you see what it's like. You can see how beautiful it's looking. This is the neckline. So relaxed. The lining is not showing outside. Super relaxed, guys. This is so beautiful. And this is the armhole. It's looking very neat. Yeah, guys. So this is what I was talking about for the lining. This is the outside. This is the wrong side where I use the training. So assuming I didn't correct that mistake, this is the part that would have been showing outside. And as you can see, it's not looking like that. So this is it. So yeah. So guys, I'm going to be turning the other pieces out and I'll be showing you what. So this is the other piece, the other back, and then this is the front. So guys, this is the front and then the back. I'm just going to close up the down part so that we'll be able to fit our gap. I'm going to close the down part with the straight line, the straight stitch rather. Close it up. So I'm going to repeat the same thing for the back. So this is what we have for the upper part. This is for the upper part. We're done with the upper part. Just going to pick out that and put the other part of the dress. So this is the upper part. I'm going to turn lining now for the down part, which is the skirt part of the dress. This is the skirt, this is the front. So I'm just going to open up the fabric like so. Then I'll open up my lining as well. Remember, we didn't cut them the same length because we're using the lining to turn the fabric inward. So I'm going to place my lining on the fabric, the right side of the fabric side. And I'll be stitching the down part first. Remember, I'm stitching the down part first before I turn the side. So this is what we have, right? So yeah. So we're doing that for the back pieces as well. Place the lining on the right side of the fabric. I'm going to be stitching I'm going to be stitching on the down part. Very careful placing your back line. Make sure they are aligned. Lining aligned with the fabric properly. So that don't run into shortage of fabric. Move to that other side of the back. Remember what I said about placing your fabric, making sure they are aligned. So you don't run into shortage of fabric. So guys, this is what we have. So guys, still on the lining facing the right side of the fabric. We are just going to drag it up. This is how it was looking before. You can see the gap. You can see the gap apart. So we are going to drag the lining upwards to meet with the waistline. We're going to drag it upwards and align it properly with the main fabric. And we are going to stitch one side and then the other side. You understand? Okay. So we're going to stitch this side and then we'll stitch the other side of the lining up to meet with the main fabric. And then we are stitching down one side. the reason why we teach the down part first. So get this text, the turning in word text. So this is how we get that. Just going to then I'll put same for the back. Remember this is how it's looking like. We're going to be pulling the lining of the one side. In no particular order, you can set okay. I'll be doing same for the last part of the back part, the back piece rather. So I said there's no particular another there's no particular order with which you can pick any of the sides and put. So we're repeating what we did here for the other side. Just going to turn to the other side. So this is the other side of I'm going to repeat it for the back. The same for the back. Remember, put the lining of for the last part of the back, I'm going to do same. So, thread. Sorry, I'm done. Um, just remove excess line. Um, I don't know how I do my bag moving up excess line. So guys, I'm going to turn it out, show you what it looks like. Show the officials for edges. Guys, this is what it's looking like. It's very neat. Very, very neat. Yeah. So we use the line, succeeded in using the lining to turn the fabric equal. And then yeah, so if you don't know how to use lining to turn in your fabric, just learn that now. Okay. And also use this opportunity to thank you guys that have been with us so far. Watch to this point, so you're just running on. Thank you so much. And if you're watching this live stream and you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. It's free, guys. Please help it start growth. It's free. where to hit the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video or if I'm gonna go live, you'll be the first to be notified so you can join the wait live stream. Right guys? And then also if you have any contribution, any suggestions or encouragement, who else to drop them in the comment section and then all the sessions. Thank you so much guys. Also do us to share this live stream so that others can find this video and learn from it. Okay? Thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I don't take your engagement, your support for granted. I do not take your time for granted as well. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for helping this small girl. Thank you. Once again, you're welcome to the meeting. Okay? So, yeah, I've succeeded in turning all three pieces out. You can see cooking meat here as well. So I'm just going to close up the waistline so that I'll be able to fit my dart properly. To be laying flat while I fit my dart. So I'm going to do the same for all. Take it up from there. So I'm going to do the same for front. So, sorry, for all three, the front get part, the two pieces at the back get part. So I succeeded in turning lining for all of the quarter pieces looking like very neat, right? Like yeah, looking very neat. So guys, thank you so much for watching. We have come to the end of today's live tutorial. So this is the front, the skirt part. This is the front, and these are the back, the two back pieces as well. As you can see, they're looking very neat, right? So we also went ahead to turn lining pieces for the upper part as well. And then for the sleeve, I'm going to be folding 1.5 inch at the top and 1.5 inch at the bottom because I'm going to be passing elastic band through the top and the bottom part of the sleeve. It's a puffy sleeve, okay? So we're going to be continuing the sewing of this dress tomorrow. We are going live again tomorrow by 10 a.m. on the dot, 10 a.m. sharp. So I'm going to be scheduling the live session. You'll be seeing it. Do well to join the wait list. And thank you so much for watching up to this part. I really do appreciate. You don't know how much this means to me. Like, I'm super, super excited that I'm actually growing from zero viewers on my live stream to two viewers and more. Thank you guys. You guys really, really impressed me today, and I'm super grateful. I do not take all of your efforts for granted. Thank you guys. I really appreciate. So if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, do well to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. Also like and share this video so that others can find it and learn from it as well. Also drop your comments with encouragement, suggestions or contributions in the comment sections. I really love to hear from you, and I'll do well to go through all of them and reply accordingly. Thank you so much guys for sticking through to the end of this video. Thank you. I really appreciate. I'll be seeing you in my next one tomorrow by 10 a.m. Thank you guys. Bye for now. Bye.